Hey everyone! Welcome back! Today, we're looking at rare UK coins that can be worth thousands of dollars. Some everyday coins you might have could be really valuable. Let's check out the top for most expensive and rare UK coins you might find anywhere. The 1980 50 new Pence coin might look like a normal coin, but if it's in very good condition, it could be worth up to $2,000. That's right, a coin you might find in your pocket could actually be worth a lot of money if it's the right one. This coin was made when the UK was switching to a new decimal currency system. Before 1971, the UK used pounds, shillings, and pence, which was confusing for many people. In 1971, the UK switched to a simpler decimal system. The 50p coin was introduced as part of this change. It replaced the old 10-shilling note, so it's bigger than most coins and has 7 sides, making it easy to recognize. The design on the 1980 50p coin is special. On one side, there's a picture of Queen Elizabeth II, like on many British coins. On the other side, there's an image called Britannia. Britannia is a female figure who has been a symbol of Britain for hundreds of years. She is sitting down, holding a trident in one hand and a shield with the Union Jack flag in the other. This design shows strength and pride in Britain. In 1980, the Royal Mint made around 89 million of these coins. Because so many were made, most 1980 50p coins are common. That means if you have one that's been used a lot, it probably isn't worth more than its face value. But the important thing in coin collecting is condition. Most coins you find in pockets or on the street have been handled a lot. They have scratches, dirt, and signs of wear. These coins usually aren't worth more than their face value. But some coins were never used. They were kept safe, often in special coin sets, and never taken out. These are called uncirculated or mint condition coins because they look brand new, shiny, and without any damage. If you find a 1980 50p coin in uncirculated condition, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors are always looking for coins in this condition because they are rare. Another reason coins can be valuable is because of errors. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production. For example, the coin might be stamped off-center so the design and letters don't line up. Or there could be extra metal or missing details on the coin. These mistakes are rare, so collectors love coins with errors. The 1980 50p coin doesn't have many well-known errors, but it's still worth checking yours carefully. Even a small mistake can raise the coin's value. If your coin has a rare error, collectors might pay a lot for it. To check, use a magnifying glass and look closely at the edges, letters, and images. If something looks unusual, your coin might be special. Many people think only very old coins are valuable, but that's not always true. Coins from recent years can be worth a lot if they're in perfect condition or have errors. The 1980 50p coin is a good example of this. So next time you get some change, don't just see a 50p coin as 50 pence. If it's in perfect condition or has an error, it might be worth much more. Next up is the 1975 10 new Pence coin, which can be worth an incredible $10,000 if you have the right one. This coin is very special and rare, making it one of the most valuable coins from the United Kingdom. The 10p coin was first introduced in 1968 when the UK was moving to decimal currency. It was smaller than the older shilling coin but had a similar value. The 1975 coin is part of the early decimal coins, and it has a design that many people recognize. On the front side of the coin, there is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, just like on most UK coins. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin and shows the Queen wearing a crown. It was used on coins from 1968 until 1984. On the reverse side of the 1975 10p coin, you'll see a design by Christopher Ironside. It shows a lion, which is part of the Royal Arms of England. The lion looks strong and proud, standing on 3 legs with its right front paw raised. This design represents courage and power, important symbols for Britain. The 1975 10p coin is rare because very few were made that year. Compared to millions of coins produced in other years, the 1975 coin had a much smaller mintage. This low number makes the coin hard to find today, especially in excellent condition. Collectors prize the 1975 10p coin because of its rarity and the quality of the design. If the coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, it can be worth up to $10,000. That's a huge jump in value compared to most 10p coins you see in everyday change. Like other coins, the condition is very important. A coin that has been used and shows wear won't be worth much. But an uncirculated coin that has never been handled can fetch a very high price from collectors. Errors on the 1975 10p coin are rare, but they do happen sometimes. An error might be something like the coin being struck twice, which means the image appears doubled. Or the letters might be off-center or missing. These mistakes can increase the coin's value even more. If you have a 1975 10p coin, it's a good idea to look closely at it. Use a magnifying glass and check the details of the lion and the queen's portrait. If the coin looks shiny and perfect with no scratches, it might be worth a lot. Because the 1975 10p coin is so valuable, it's one of the most sought-after coins by collectors in the UK. It's rare, beautiful, and carries a lot of history. So, if you ever come across this coin, don't just spend it, take a closer look because it could be worth thousands. Now, let's talk about the 1975 new Pence coin, which can be worth up to $5,000. This coin is another rare find from the United Kingdom and has a special place in decimal coin history. The 5p coin was first introduced in 1968, along with the 10p and 50p coins, when the UK started using decimal currency. The 5p coin replaced the old shilling coin and was smaller and lighter. The 1970 coin is one of the early decimal coins, and it is highly collectible today because fewer of them were made. On the front side, like most British coins, you will see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin, showing the Queen wearing a crown. This design was used on coins from 1968 until the mid-1980s. The reverse side of the 1975p coin features a crown thistle. The thistle is the national flower of Scotland and has been a symbol of strength and protection for hundreds of years. The image on the coin shows the thistle with leaves and a small crown on top. This design was created by designer Christopher Ironside. The 1975p coin is very rare because of its low mintage. Unlike other years where millions of coins were made, only a limited number of 1,970 coins were produced. This makes it very hard to find today, especially in good condition. Condition is very important in determining the value of this coin. Most coins get scratched, worn, or dirty after years of use. But some 1975p coins were never used and kept in perfect, uncirculated condition. These mint condition coins are worth the most money, up to $5,000 in some cases. Errors are also an important part of coin collecting, and the 1975p coin has some interesting ones. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process. For example, some coins may have been struck twice, making the images look doubled or blurry. Others might have missing parts of the design or letters that look strange. If you have a 1975p coin, it's a good idea to examine it carefully. Use a magnifying glass and check for any unusual marks or mistakes. Look at the thistle and the Queen's portrait to see if they are clear and well defined. A perfect coin with an error could be worth even more. Because of its rarity and beautiful design, the 1975p coin is highly sought after by collectors. It's a great example of Britain's rich coin history and a real treasure for anyone lucky enough to find one. So, if you ever come across a 1975 new Pence coin, don't just spend it. Take a close look, it might be worth a lot more than you think. Now let's talk about the 1978 2 new Pence coin, which is one of the rarest and most valuable coins from the United Kingdom. This coin can be worth an amazing $20,000 if you have the right one. The 2p coin was first introduced in 1971, as part of the UK's switch to decimal currency. It replaced the old penny and was smaller than the pre-decimal pennies but had the same value. The 1978 coin is special because it was made in much smaller numbers compared to other years, making it very rare today. Like most UK coins, the front side of the 1978 2p coin features Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. This design shows the Queen wearing a crown, and it was used on coins during the 1970s and 1980s. On the reverse side, there is a design showing the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers behind a coronet, with a ribbon below. This design was created by Arnold Machin and is one of the most recognized symbols connected to British royalty. In 1978, the Royal Mint made only a small number of these 2p coins. Because so few were produced, finding one today is very rare, especially in excellent condition. This rarity makes the coin extremely valuable. Most coins you find in circulation have been worn down by years of use. They have scratches, dirt, and marks, which lowers their value. But some coins were never used and kept in perfect, uncirculated condition. These coins look new, shiny, and without any damage. A 1978 2p coin in uncirculated condition can be worth as much as $20,000 to collectors. Errors also add value to coins, and the 1978 2p coin has some known errors that make it even more interesting. For example, some coins were struck with incorrect details or missing parts of the design. Other errors include coins that were struck twice, making the images look blurry or doubled. These mistakes are very rare, and collectors are willing to pay a lot for coins with these kinds of errors. If you have a 1978 2p coin, it's a good idea to look closely at it. Using a magnifying glass, check the details on both sides of the coin. Look carefully at the Queen's portrait and the feathers on the reverse side. If the coin is shiny, clean, and without scratches, it might be worth a lot. Many people don't realize that coins from the 1970s can be so valuable. The 1978 2p coin is a perfect example of how even newer coins can become rare treasures if they were made in small numbers or have errors. So, next time you come across a 2p coin from 1978, don't just spend it or throw it away. Take a good look because it might be worth thousands of dollars. So there you have it, the top for most expensive and ultra-rare UK coins that could be worth a fortune. It's incredible to think that everyday coins can hold such significant value. Always check your change, you never know what treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins. Share your thoughts or any rare coins you've come across in the comments below. Thanks for watching.